concept. So it'll extend to any kind of process where you're trying to use AI to help you do something, whether that's schedule analysis, variance analysis, any kind of project control related exercise. Um, and then we have an example where we show what happens when you try to use an AI without the structured data, and then what happens when you use it with structured data. So my goal here is to kind of show you the the power of setting up your data to allow the AI to actually do some really interesting things. So here's our problem to start with, right? If we don't have structure to our data, and AIs do a fantastic job of summarizing and describing, but they can't understand what's under the hood. And even worse, they will invent things. They'll hallucinate, they'll invent information that doesn't exist in your data and put it forth as fact. I'm going to kind of show you an example of that. But to tee this up, we're going to start with what kind of structure am I talking about for the purposes of this example? So I have a structured plan, and what you see in the yellow bars are a work breakdown structure. So a hierarchical breakdown of my work scope. And then the blue lines in my group schedule file, that is my control account. So a control account is a grouping of work scope below the level of my work breakdown structure. And then the green bar is a work package. So in my example control account for turret design, I have two work packages, the turret preliminary design and the turret critical design. And then it's a very simple example. So I have one task inside each work package. So my structure is I have a high level WBS, then I have control accounts, work packages, and tasks. Those tasks are resource loaded. And my use case is variance analysis. So let's talk a little bit about what variance analysis is, just for context. So my control account, my turret control account, I have a baseline plan. And that baseline plan is time phased and resource loaded in terms of both hours and cost. So I can map my hours and my cost inside my control account into so many hours, so many dollars each month for the duration of this work scope. And then I can further break that down into by work package, and then underneath the work package level, I have the individual tasks that drive my plan. So my structure, control accounts, my wrapper, my work packages are my blocks of work scope within that control account, and then my tasks are the schedule activities that time phase my resources and that I use to apply cost, roll up to work package, and then furthermore roll up to control accounts. So that's the structure we're talking about. So my process that I'm running is called variance analysis. Now, a variance analysis process looks at my baseline plan, in this case, my earned value against that plan. And did I have a variance that crossed a threshold? So did I breach a threshold in either schedule or cost? And if so, then I have to perform a formal variance analysis, which involves a write-up of the root cause for that variance, the impact of that variance, and the corrective action. So this is a process that runs in formal earned value environments. So if you've ever worked in a formal earned value environment, you're familiar with this, but the process has to run. It's usually is contractually mandated. There can be up to 15 of these VARs, is what we call them, 15 of these VARs that have to be written up every month. And it's a terribly difficult process to run well. It's hard to train the CAMs to do it well. It becomes time consuming. They don't really want to do it. It's a perfect application of AI if we can get the AI to provide valid support to the CAM to help draft this variance analysis concepts.